Hey guys, this is a quick introductory correction to the third video. I mispronounced a gentleman's name that added a great deal of value in Tai Lopez's social media marketing agency course. His name is actually Chris Record and not Kevin Record. It's Chris Record, guys. Chris Record actually talks about a way to actually leverage this actual benefit that I will be speaking of in the video. And also, I want to give a shout out to my Active Income Warrior fans from Instagram. And guys, I appreciate your support. And this video is just for you. So I hope you enjoyed the third video. Welcome everyone back to the Russell D. McLean channel. This is our third video. And today we're diving into the 7 big mistakes that entrepreneurs make when they don't invest in serving their customers up front. Now, before we get into it, I want you to like the video. I want you to subscribe to the channel. I want you to leave a comment at the end of the video because your feedback actually helps us improve the channel for you. And also, I want you to share with as many like-minded people as you possibly can because you never know who it will bless. Now, diving right in, I want to start with a bit of a story, right? Now, I'm not going to share the whole story. I'm going to finish it up at the end. But I want to actually give you a warning from me because I've actually made one of these mistakes. When, as a professional tattoo artist, right, and I'm now retired, I started out by trying to get into professional shops in Baltimore City. Well, I got rejected over and over because I didn't understand this concept that we're going to be talking about today. But I'm going to share at the end of the video the one thing I did that actually got me in. Let's dive into number 1 on the list. Ignoring customer needs, failing to understand and address the specific needs and pain points of potential customers before pitching a sale can lead to missed opportunities. I'm going to say that again, guys. Failing to understand and address the specific needs and pain points of potential customers before pitching a sale can lead to missed opportunities. Now, this goes back to the communication piece we spoke about in the first video when getting feedback. Because what happens is when we find out from the marketplace what it is their pain point is relative to what we want to sell them, we first have to make sure it's something that they even want to buy, right? And if we ask effective questions, they will actually give us the context, right? Or the content rather, needed for us to contextualize how what we have, our product or service, may add value to them. And one of the best ways we can do that is by finding out that information and then actually helping them up front. That way they can actually not only envision the transformation, but they can actually experience it, right? And this leads us to number 2 on the list. Lack of trust. Now, this is important, guys. We need to pay attention. You need to be writing down these, right? Customers are often wary of businesses that prioritize sales over providing value. By not demonstrating genuine interest in helping customers, entrepreneurs risk losing trust and credibility. Now, I want you to think about that, right? Because there are a lot of people that are pitching to businesses on a daily basis, right? They've heard it all, right? They've been pitched by some of the best and worst. So a lot of their tolerance is very low. So if you approach a business, right, by helping them first, right, before you ask for anything, and you literally prove that you can help them, your chances for having a trustful relationship or getting a new paid client or even a testimonial will be greater, guys. The leverage that you create by helping first really, it's amazing. Now, Gary Vee speaks a lot about this, right? And I'm not talking about his book, Jab, 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 Right Hook. I'm not speaking on that. He literally gives advice in his other books, right? Based on helping a customer up front, first, for free. Alex Hormozi also speaks to this, right? Which I thought he has a brilliant way of expressing this. And even when I was in Tai Lopez's social media marketing agency course, and I received a certification, Kevin Record has a module on that course that breaks this down brilliantly, right? Now, I don't know if in the new updated versions if Tide still has that module available. But some of you people that may have been to that program as well know what I'm talking about. And also my mentor Myron Golden speaks about it as well. He actually says the best way to prove you can help someone is by actually helping them, right? So we want to go to number 3 on the list, guys. Now this is actually important, so I want you to be writing this down. Remember that. Short-sightedness. Focusing solely on immediate sales rather than building long-term relationships with customers can limit growth potential and hinder sustainability. You have to understand, you don't have any competition. The only way you have competition is if you commoditize yourself by approaching it the way someone else does, who's only looking to get something out of interaction, something for themselves, right? They're not looking to actually serve the person. And that's what I go back to our video number 2, when I say, hey, if you're starting a business, don't leave your job. Because by keeping your job while you're developing your business in the pre-launch phase, right, and proving it out and getting it to profitability, right, and I recommend 3 times as profitable as your job is before leaving it. But while you're doing that, you can live below your means, right, with your regular expenses, day-to-day expenses that your job covers, and with the rest of that money that you pay yourself first from that paycheck, you can invest in your business and invest in a client and serve them up front. That way you get to actually prove out the transformation in real time, not just having them envision the transformation, right? Because that's what you want to focus on. You don't want to focus on your process or your features. You want to focus on their outcomes, their transformation. So how much better would it be if you actually create the transformation in real time, right? You will have better relationships moving forward in the marketplace. I'm telling you, right? So that leads us to the next one on the list. Missed opportunities for feedback. Now, remember, guys, the first video, we delve into the feedback piece, right? When doing iterations, right? The feedback actually gives us the power to better streamline and update the experience for our customers, right? Having them fall in love and creating those long-term sustainable relationships that we can then scale. Okay. Engaging with customers early on allows entrepreneurs to gather valuable feedback, iterate on their offerings, and refine their business strategies. Now, this goes back to the first video. Guys, listen, it is very, very valuable for you to take this approach because you get a lot of feedback, right? And don't look at it as a loss or an expense for your business. It's an investment. By actually investing in the transformation up front, you get to actually fine-tune, customize that transformation and actually get a better outcome for that customer and actually make them want to give you great feedback and actually referrals and things like that, right? And testimonials. I'm telling you guys, this approach you can't lose. And in my free mastermind, right, that's starting soon, and I will be leaving links, that mastermind is going to teach you how to do it. And guess what? It's beta, right? So we're going to be offering that for free until January 2025, right? If you're actually seeing this video in 2024, you are in luck. We will be teaching these things. So I'm not just talking and stuff. I'm going to be showing you guys how to do this in real time, getting you real life results, okay? Now, to the next one, number 5, failure to establish authority. By not demonstrating their expertise or ability to solve customers' problems up front, entrepreneurs may struggle to establish themselves as trusted authorities in their respective fields. Now, I don't know how many of you have read Robert Cialdini's book, Influence, where he talks about all of the levels of influence, and authority is one of the main ones. This is actually a cure for that because a lot of entrepreneurs that are just starting out and that have solved something for themselves and I want to share it with the marketplace, they have a hard time gaining that authority. Now, this is an easy fix for that authority, right? Now, there's a lot of cures, and we're going to get to this. There's a lot of cures that this approach will do if you're just starting out, right? And I'm going to run down a little list at the end of this, but authority is an important one. You know how important it is to gain authority as a business because that's a part of what allows people to trust or respect you as a business influencer or entrepreneur. So they're wanting to let down their guards and to do business with you, right? So by proving out in real time, giving them the transformation up front, out of pocket, you actually gain authority with them, right? And they're more than happy to give you the referrals or the reviews or whatever it is, all right? The next one on the list, guys, is number 6, right? Limited referral potential, right? And we just spoke about that. Satisfied customers are more likely to refer others to a business. Neglecting to prioritize customer satisfaction and value delivery can result in missed opportunities for organic growth through referrals. Guys, listen, if a person that is struggling and that is in pain because you ask the right questions and you listen to them and you tailor the experience that you give them based on what they're most concerned about, how much more do you think that they're going to be motivated to refer you to their close friends and other business associates? They're going to be very motivated, right? Getting back to Cialdini's book, Influence, the rule of reciprocity, right? That influence rule. If you do something, right, that's one of the big key factors. So you're getting authority and you're actually gaining the reciprocity benefit. Because by doing something up front and giving them value up front in ways that matters to them, they'll be more than happy to give you that referral that you're looking for, right? And then just imagine if you do this a number of times, you can increase your referrals, right? And I'm going to actually share another benefit of this. Now to the last one, guys, and this one is important, just like the other 2 videos. If you get all of the 6 right and you fail to take this into account, the 7th one, you're going to mess up everything. So pay attention and write it down. Number 7, difficulty differentiating from competitors, right? In crowded markets, businesses that prioritize serving customers and providing value stand out from competitors who solely focus on sales. Failure to invest in serving customers can result in being perceived as just another player in the market rather than a standout solution provider. Now, you have no competition when you do it this way, right? Because you're going to find a unique way based on you and your experiences on how to tailor to their needs based on their current pain points, right? Because every individual customer or client or student is going to have something that, even though it's in the realm and relative to your niche and how you serve them, they're going to have their own individual experience of that, right? That you need to customize and tailor your solution to them, right? So when you do that, what happens is you are not commoditized. The only way you have competitors if you do it approach it the other way, the same way that everyone else does, right? You're looking for the sale first. You're not looking to add value first. There are a lot of people, and there's nothing wrong with it, because there could be aspects of your business where, of course, someone has to pay you up front, right? Like when you're selling your courses. But how much more of those upfront sales can you get if in the service that you provide for them and helping them solve a problem, you do it for free up front? And even if you're not in information or coaching and you simply have a product, right? You literally can give them a free sample of your product. So in exchange for that free sample, they can give you a review or a testimonial. So you're basically still gaining that rapport with them and setting yourself apart, right? You're not commoditizing the experience and becoming a competitor. The only thing that we really compete for is people's attention based on what they're paying attention to, based on what matters to them. We're not competing with anyone else, because if you really are being an outlier and you really are passionate, right, and obsessed with offering value to the marketplace, you're going to stand out, period. You're going to stand out. Now, I get to share the benefits of all of this. So we talked about the authority piece. We talked about the reciprocity piece. The reviews are another piece that I want you to focus on. Your reviews will go through the roof when you do this. You can easily get the reviews. This is another thing that I teach, because a lot of people struggle. Well, how can I get reviews? This is the way that you can get reviews. And guess what? Reviews don't matter without actual case studies and testimonials. People need to see a clear transformation relative to the pain that they're experiencing, the problem that they have. If they see clearly that you solve the actual problem that they have, this large market, remember, you don't want to niche it down too much to where as though it's not a profitable venture for you, because how can you then gain profitability to create resources to offer more value to the marketplace? So you want to solve serve a specific audience that is broad enough for you to be profitable, right? So we definitely want to have a niche, and we don't want to be all over the place, but you don't want to niche it down too far. You want to make sure it's a large enough market that has a similar pain point or problem that they so desperately need to solve, right? And another thing is social proof. There's a lot of people that have a hard time when they're starting a business. They don't know how to get the social proof. When you leverage this, that's why I say now, if you are cash liquid and you have a lot of money to play with, a lot of disposable income, and you don't need a job, that's fine. But if you have the job, that's why I say do not leave the job first. You want to live below your means, and you want to leverage the remaining income, the part that you pay yourself with first. You want to leverage that and serving the customer first up front. When you do this for a large number of people, now you actually have what Russell Brunson refers to as a testimonial stack, right? You can leverage your businesses and future products so much with a testimonial stack of relatable people, right? You want real people, right? Because these people are going to actually be the voice of your brand. They're going to be the cheerleaders. As Seth Godin talks about, your 1,000 true fans, right? Because you literally can actually, if you want to really take this to the next level, in your pre-launch, that time that you're giving yourself, that 2-year period before you actually launch, right? Because preparation, we're going to be getting to that on another video, right? The power of preparation. But if you actually get 1,000 people over that 1 to 2 year period that you paid for out of pocket, come on now, the reciprocity, they're going to be sharing you with all of their social media networks, right? Their friend networks, their family networks, their actual business associate networks, and you're going to be out of here. So guys, do not underestimate helping someone up front, because I don't know who said this quote, but the best way that you can get what you want is by helping others get what they want first. Remember that. Putting yourself last and putting others first will actually put you on top, right? So I hope this was an enjoyable video. Oh, I want to tell you, I forgot the story. Now, I was trying to get into these tattoo shops, right, and I was getting rejected. One guy made a suggestion, right, and this was at Absolute Tattoos and Piercings in Dundalk, right, Maryland, in the Baltimore County area. Well, I got hired at this shop because he allowed me to bring a person in and for me to actually do a tattoo in front of them. So I actually got to, one, give someone a free tattoo, right? They didn't have to pay for it. And he got to see in real time the transformation that I could create in representing his business. And guess what, guys? When I did that, I got hired on the spot. So that is a real life testimony from me that this works. Helping someone up front actually proves that you can really, really help them, right? And they'll be more inclined to give you the feedback, the reviews, the testimonials, the referrals, right? And they will see you as an authority. I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Please subscribe, comment on the video so we can know exactly how we can improve the experience. Share this with as many people that you know can actually find this useful. And I want you guys to have a wonderful day.